chromosome, and you're like,
Yeah.
I grew up thinking that was a man.
Right.
Like, it's confusing.
Yeah. No,
it feels like we haven't learned how biology really works.
Right. And that's the truth of it, is that it's so much more complex. So when I talk about sex and biological sex, I specifically talk about 7 different areas, and people will talk about this in all various ways. I talk about the 7 areas being your chromosomes, your gonads, so like testes or ovaries. Sometimes you can have a mixture of the 2, or you can just have one or neither. Then there are your internal organs like your uterus or fallopian tubes or whatever, your external genitalia, your hormone production, your hormone response, and then your secondary sex characteristics, which is like breast development, wider hips, facial hair, body hair, etc., muscles, everything that we kind of categorize as male or female that are all secondary. So, like, my body started out as male, and then it, like, went down a different path, if that makes sense. But somebody's body could go down a different path at any one of those 7 areas. And as a kid, because I grew up in Utah and I had to be a woman, like, I was so scared of anyone finding out that I was, quote-unquote, secretly a boy. I mean, like you said, I definitely started dressing more girly and femininely. And that was more from my own shame and need to fit in and not be discovered or let my secret out or whatever. The sex and gender binary are both so ingrained in our society that we never stop to think about it until somebody comes along to make you question it. And if you're thinking that I'm the exception, an anomaly, an outlier, intersex people represent around 2% of the population.